Carl. I just found out the Surgeon General has reviewed the Home Health Sanitation Initiative that I drafted.
That's called taking the initiative, son.
Hey everyone, and welcome to TalkWord. So today, we're jumping into a word that is all about action, about being a self-starter. It's a quality employers absolutely love, and honestly, it's the key to making things happen. The word is initiative. Okay, let's start with a little question for you just to get you thinking. At work or at school, maybe even just around the house. When you see something that needs fixing or could be done better, what's your gut reaction? Do you kind of hang back and wait for someone to tell you what to do, or are you the person who just dives in and gets started? And you know, your answer to that question, it gets right to the heart of what we're talking about today. It's that incredible ability to see a need and just act. It's a quality that can totally change how you approach pretty much everything in life. So here's the thing about initiative. It actually has a couple of key meanings. Let's start with the one you probably hear the most, the one that's all about a personal quality, almost like an inner superpower. So what does it mean to have initiative? Well, simply put, it's that power to act on your own. You see what needs to be done, and you just do it. It means you're a go-getter, you're a problem solver. And that, right there, is a skill that's valuable just about everywhere you go. So how can you spot someone with initiative? Well, they're the ones who see a problem and their brain immediately starts looking for a solution. They're proactive, They act before something becomes a crisis instead of just reacting after things have already gone wrong. They're true self-starters. Okay, here's a perfect little story to show you what I mean. Imagine this. Nobody told this coworker, hey, the filing system is a mess. She just saw it, recognized it was inefficient, and took it upon herself to fix it. That is personal initiative in a nutshell. All right, so that's meaning number one, the personal quality. But now let's shift gears a bit and look at the second meaning, which you're going to hear a lot more in formal situations like in business or government. So in this case, an initiative is literally a thing. It's an official plan, a whole process, or a big project. It's what happens when a group of people decide to start something new, to tackle a really big goal, or solve a major problem. And you hear this version of the word all over the place, right? Especially in more formal settings. Think about news headlines or big company meetings. It's the official term for a major new plan. Just take a look at these examples. A government's healthcare initiative. That is a massive, complex plan. Or a company's global recycling initiative. That's a huge project to become more sustainable. A school's anti-bullying initiative. A coordinated plan to make the school safer. See? These aren't just small individual actions, they're big, organized plans. Okay, so we've got two different meanings floating around, a personal quality and a formal plan. So how do we actually use them without getting mixed up? Let's break it down. This right here makes it super clear. Look at the left, meaning one is about a quality someone has. You'd say, he has a lot of initiative. It's part of who he is. Now look at the right. Meaning two is about a plan someone leads. She is leading a new initiative. It's a project she's in charge of. It's the difference between having a trait and running a plan. And here's the really cool part, where it all comes together. A formal initiative, that big plan, almost always starts because one person, or a small group, had personal initiative. That personal quality is the spark that lights the fire for the big, formal plan. So how can you start using this word like a pro? Well, here are 3 awesome phrases to lock in. You can show initiative through your actions. You can take the initiative when you're the first one to act. And for that second meaning, a company can launch an initiative to kick off a new project. Show, take, and launch. Easy to remember. All right, now that you're an expert on initiative, let's turn the tables a bit and bring it back to you. How can you put this idea to work in your own life? If there's just one thing you remember from our chat today, make it this. Initiative is always about the start. It's the spark. It could be a tiny spark, like finally organizing your desk, or it could be a huge one, like starting a global movement. But it all begins with that first step. So, I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. Think about your work, your studies, your neighborhood, whatever. What's one small thing you could start or fix or improve this week without anyone asking you to? What's one little initiative you can take? And hey, if you enjoyed this and you're ready to take even more initiative with your English, then your journey doesn't have to stop here. Because with the TalkWord app, you can dive into hundreds of other words and get super clear explainers just like this one. You can even create your very own word explainer podcasts with a couple of friendly hosts to guide you. It's pretty cool. All right, that's it for us. Thanks for hanging out for this TalkWord Explainer. Now go out there and take some initiative. We'll catch you on the next one.
You just lack initiative.
Okay, A, love the initiative.